My name is Ntakonta. For everyone that doesn't know me, I'm a judge on Dueling book. The fusionist has asked me to make some interesting questions for him regarding the DRACOTAIL variants. And so here we are today. Are you ready?
Are you ready to rumble? Yes. Send them on DB so I don't dox any.
Yeah, don't worry. Give me a sec to adjust some settings.
Let's see if I am the judge the paper tells me I am. These are super fun to watch. We will see. I hope it is because it's gonna be on YouTube.
Alright, so let's start with something easy.
Alright. So these are gonna be Justice Hunter's questions. And we will see how good I am over this. Do you want to hide hands? Does it matter?
You can hide it so there's no, like, irrelevant information.
I see you picked the best monster.
So just do the next play till you reach the actual question part.
So, how does Dragonmaid SEO effect resolve in the following two scenarios? 1. Chailing 1 Dragontail Mululu to fusion summon, Chailing 2 SEO to negate, Chailing 3 permanents, Chailing 4 SP, itself and SEO. Okay. So for those who don't know, SEO says when your opponent activates a card or effect, you can negate activation, and if you do, destroy that card. Also after that, return this card to the extra deck, and if you do, special summon House Dragonmaid from the extra deck. So I understand what it wants with this question, but let me explain it for the audience. So SEO has to return itself in order to summon House Dragonmaid, and she has to have a legal target in the extra deck in order to negate. But what happens here is that SP banishes the SEO, so it will not be able to return itself to the extra deck in order to summon the house. But because it says, the first thing it says is you can negate the activation and then after all of that return and summon the house, the first thing that applies is the negation. So with all this sequence, what happens is that the masters are gonna be banished and the Mululu will be negated. Am I correct?
Yes, Mululu will be negated and the activation of Mululu will be negated, will be destroyed. But let's go to the second part of the question.
So, Chailing 1 Mululu in the graveyard to set, Chailing 2 SEO to negate. Next play? Am I pressing next play?
No, that's the question.
Oh, that's it?
How does it resolve in this scenario?
And if you do destroy that card, also after that returns this card. Okay. So the graveyard effect is not destroyed, because the card is already in the graveyard. But, because of the word also, it means that the SEO does indeed go to the extra deck, and it negates the card, and it summons House Dragonmaid, I think.
Yes, it negates the activation of Mululu. SEO is returned, then House Dragonmaid is indeed summoned.
Cool. I actually have been in this scenario.
That is the answer. You could also...
Yeah, I actually have been in this scenario in Kong's tournament, so that's how I remember it. But yeah, pretty standard scenario to be in when you play this deck. So anything you want to add?
No, it is thus just to inform you that if you do press next play, you will also see the answers and you will show them to the audience as well.
Yeah. Okay, so that was question number 1.
Yeah.
How many do you
Now
have?
question number... Let's say 10 and a bonus one.
Cool. Because the number 11 is overrated. Okay, second question, chat. I want to see this list with Cookie and Mululu. Honestly, it might be the good, you never know. I mean, Lucius, then Link Summon, Summon Iyami. Failure Ages, okay. I'm assuming Kia House.
So this is also a pretty straightforward question.
Okay, so challenge 1 is Lupis, challenge 2 Philia, targeting Lupis. What happens? Can the effect of House Dragonmaid to destroy an opponent's monster be activated after the previous chain resolves? Challenge 2 was Philia. So because House Dragonmaid is a when effect, it says when another face-up dragon monster returns to the hand, whatever, it pops a card. But because the monster was returned to the hand as challenge 2, it's a when effect, so it's pretty basic ruling. It will not be able to activate. So Izuna will stay on the field.
That is correct. 2 out of 2.
Alright, pretty straightforward.
Now, on to question number 3. This one is also a pretty straightforward question, one would say. I did, though, included you to having encountered it in DB rated as an actual question.
Have you encountered this?
Yeah.
So I'm assuming if Altherian...
So the question is as follows.
Yeah.
Can you activate the effect of art in this scenario?
Altherian says if 2 or more monsters are sent to the graveyard at the same time, you can special summon it. I think you can, because it checks on resolution of everything what kind of cards were sent to the graveyard. For example, I know that if you detach with Nash Knight, I know that Arthelion can be summoned. So I'm assuming it's a similar scenario, so because 3 monsters were sent to the graveyard, which is 2 or more, I think you can summon Arthelion back, yes.
That is correct. You can activate its effect.
Okay, cool.
You don't care while the materials are not treated as monsters at the point they are sent to the graveyard. After they are sent to the graveyard, they are treated as monsters that have been sent to the graveyard. So yes, you can activate its effect.
Sure.
Now on to question number 4.
And for those watching, you can also do it, as I said, with Nash Knight, which is a pretty often scenario because Kanan do play it. Because it detaches 2 for cost and they're monsters on resolution. Oh shit, it's the cookie list again.
Who knows? I may have the secret goo.
So, cookie to book, I guess?
No.
To return.
The question, yeah. It is to return as Chaining 1 and Chaining to Cartesia to summon a beloved card of this deck, I'd say.
Judge, you made an oopsie. You can't activate
the
synchro.
effect.
You can't activate the synchro selling 1.
It's fine, it's fine. Can you, in this case,
Cookie chilling to Cartesia to summon Mysterion. Can the trigger effect of Mysterion be activated? Oh shit, yeah. Okay, so for those who don't understand what's going on is that is Mysterion allowed to activate if it wasn't there for the activation, if it wasn't on the field? Because on resolution it can, assuming this is on field, in resolution it can banish the monsters. But I'm assuming the question is that since Mysterion wasn't on field and it was summoned before the chain resolves, before the synchro resolves, if it can check the conditions. I remember we had a talk about this as well. You told me that you will look into it, so I guess you had. But I didn't. I think yes, because if not, I have cheated so many times. And if this is not the case, Mysterion is going outside of my extra deck right now. Like, if Mysterion doesn't do this, there's no reason why I should play it. So, just for this case, I don't know if this type of cards like Fenrir, Mysterion check on resolution or on activation. So, just with my logic, I think Mysterion can be able to activate its effect.
Okay, so one small thing to note. Fenrir absolutely needs to be on the field when the effect is activated, okay? Although, Mysterion is not like that. Mysterion's trigger is a little bit unique in its wording, but yes, its effect can indeed be activated.
Okay, good card, yes. Okay, Fenrir, how is Fenrir?
4 out of 4.
How is Fenrir
Fenrir is completely different.
Okay.
So Fenrir, if we disregard the part about the attack declaration, it's basically worded that if your opponent activates a monster effect.
Okay, so it checks.
So it's not like that.
Okay, I see.
Yeah, it checks the activation.
4-0 chat.
Now on to question number 5.
Can you stop?
Damn, DB lag helps.
Can you stop spamming in Discord chat? Thank you. Sweetheart, stop spamming. Okay, question number 5.
This also involves our beloved card, Mysterion.
Good card.
Let's find out about how good it is.
I mean, just for the previous question, it is pretty good. Are we supposed to have Pan and Durgul on field somehow?
They're both dragons.
Okay, but these are supposed to be on field somehow?
It's fine. Don't worry about it. Now, here's the question.
Yes.
Mululu has summoned Althalion. Your opponent activates the effect of Mysterion. You chain a speed banishing itself and the art. How does the effect of Mysterion resolve?
One guy said LP summon Pan. Yeah, LP summon Pan, then Atum summon the other. Okay. On the resolution, my opponent activates Mysterion, the Dragon Crown, targeting my DRACOTAIL Arthelion, chain speed, bans itself and Arthelion. I also got myself in this situation. Banish that monster, also banish all monsters from the field with the same original type. So, also effects are resolving, let's say, no matter what happens in the previous chain, like I think SEO has also in there as well. But the thing is, it says with the same original type. And it hasn't resolved since, it hasn't resolved yet since SP banishes the target. So I'm assuming the tricky part of this question is if Mysterion checks its original type on activation or on resolution. Banish all masters with the same original type. Let me think about this. I think no. But at the same time, I think I also got myself in a scenario that it banished the monsters. Some game, I'm pretty sure that I did. And it also says original type, and the original type doesn't change while moving positions. My gut says no, but I have a feeling, I don't know. Let's 50-50. Chat, what do you think? Does it banish or not? I'm gonna say that it doesn't banish because it has to check the monster that itself gets banished with the effect in order to banish the rest of the monsters on resolution. So for this I'm gonna say no, but I'm gonna be hesitant about it.
Well, is no your final answer?
Fuck, don't do this to me. The chat is very divided. One says yes, the other says no. Fuck it, let's change it. I say that it banishes because it says also bans all masters on the field with the same original type. Wait, fuck. Last question we said that it doesn't check on activation. It's so simple but yet so complicated. No, it doesn't bans. It doesn't bans. I think it doesn't. Final answer.
That is correct. Mysterion doesn't banish.
Yes. Okay. I was correct. Because it says original type, right?
No, that's not
because
that doesn't happen.
Because it says type?
Because you have to reference the type of the targeted monster. If the monster is no longer face up on the field, then the monsters are not banished.
Yeah, okay. 5-0. Nice.
On to question number 6.
Who said it banished, by the way? Sweetheart, was it you? Oh shit, now we got 3 stars in the deck. This deck just keeps getting better. What the fuck was that? Okay. Yeah, let's start. Oh yes, yeah. I don't even have to read the question. I understand what it says. So activate this before negating the activation if you summon Lupus. Yes, you can activate Lupus. It's a similar scenario with, I think it was some Sorcerer rulings. I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure you can activate Lupus because the activation has not yet been negated. You couldn't activate it on res if you wanted. But you can certainly chailing 3 loopies at the moment because the activation has not yet been negated. You can easily chain an impermanent short droplet to prevent that activation from being negated. So that is the reason that loopies can activate.
Okay, but can you also activate it after the chain resolves? Assuming you didn't activate it
After the chain, no.
as chaining 3.
After the chain, no. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, you can't use loopies after the chain because it has to be activated and you negated the activation. But as chaining 3 you certainly can, yes.
That is correct. Both of those answers are correct.
Nice.
6 out of 6.
Yes.
Let's fucking go.
I think it was a pretty similar ruling back in when, I don't remember. But I'm pretty sure that I have seen the exact same scenario.
Yeah, it was with Lady Labyrinth.
Yeah, exactly. Yes, Lady Labyrinth with a trap card, if you can chain to the trap, yes.
And yeah, something that negates the activation of the trap card, or to a Labyrinth monster effect.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that it was pretty recent as well, so... and which...
Now this one is all reliable.
Is the question Shadow Fusion with a face down Arthelion? In which of the following 2 cases can I use monsters from the deck with Shadow Fusion? 1. My opponent controls a DRACOTAIL Arthelion which has been special summoned and was previously banished by the effect of SP Little Knight. Okay. I guess something happened to the SP and left the field, right?
And the second scenario is with... yeah.
My opponent controls a DRACOTAIL Arthelion.
And the second scenario...
summoned from the extra deck and was previously flipped face down with a Book of Eclipse. Okay. Okay, I think I know the answer. It's Paleozoic Rullings as well. So, in the first scenario, you can absolutely summon with Shadow Fusion because the monster was temporarily banished, so it returns on the field with the same quantities that it had when it left the field. For example, one of them being a special summon from the extra deck monster, a fusion summoned even. The second scenario is a bit tricky, but I think monsters, when they are flipped face down, they lose most of their, not attributes, but most of their qualities. And I think they forget where they were special summoned from. So I think the only scenario where Shadow Fusion can special summon using monsters from the deck is the first one.
That is correct.
Yep.
The all reliable Shadow Fusion. Now on to a quite similar question, one would say. Question number 8.
PK monsters that were summoned from Trumps return to the graveyard if flipped. Yeah, they're also Paleos when their Book of Eclipsed.
Yeah, it's not exactly the same reasoning, but yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Give me just a minute. DB is being DB.
Have us DB moment.
I'm sorry, is this DRACOTAIL Rullings or SP Rullings?
Well, there's a DRACOTAIL monster there.
SP Little Knight effect has been used to banish Retaliating Sea and DRACOTAIL Gulamel, both of which had been previously summoned with their respective effects. During the end phase, are both monsters returned to the field? Will cards sent to the graveyard afterwards be banished by Retaliating Sea's effect? What?
Do you need any clarification?
Let me just read the cards. Oh,
meant if any cards sent to the graveyard after the monster's return, are those cards banished by the effect of Retaliating Sea? Basically, will Retaliating Sea's effect apply
yeah.
after it is returned?
Yeah, it is, because I think it remembers the way it was summoned. It's...
Will be.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's the final answer for both of those questions?
Okay, during the end phase are both monsters returned to the field. Why wouldn't they? The Gulamel was summoned from the graveyard. I see,
Yes.
I see. Gulamel is not going to be summoned because it is banished by its effect. Same ruling with basically anything that banishes itself after special summoning. And Retaliating Sea will be the only monster that will be special summoned, and everything that goes to the graveyard after that, it will be banished instead.
The answers are correct, although the monsters are returned to the field, they're not special summoned with a space effect.
Yeah.
On to question number 9. You have done pretty well till now. Let's see.
RC did judge for a reason. You gotta know your rulings, that's what I'm gonna say. So for this, what we gather is that if I accidentally cheat with DRACOTAIL, I knew that I cheated, basically. Don't listen, Judge.
Now let's see if that the Staros deck comes up now.
So this is DRACOTAIL Crystron, right?
Most definitely.
Chilling 1, Mululu, Chilling 2, Tristaros, Chilling 3, Sendol Schism. Oh yes, I know, it's the Nibiru ruling, right? With Winda. How does the effect of Tristaros resolve? It doesn't. It resolves without effect. I'm pretty sure. Synchro summon, including after this effect resolves. I'm pretty sure that you don't get to summon the monster, because you have to synchro with that monster, and since you are not being able to synchro summon, then you cannot summon it in the first place. Yeah, the final answer is you cannot activate. You cannot resolve the effect of Tristaros.
It will resolve without effect, yes. That is correct.
It fizzles. 9 out of 9. Two more.
Let's see.
Oh shit, based.
Now this is kinda like cheating because it's more of a branded question perhaps, but let's see.
Oh yeah, I remember that. I mean, I remember the thing, but I don't remember the answers, so I gotta think this through. My opponent controls Graguignol. Which of the following 3 scenarios can my opponent activate its effect to summon from the deck or extra deck? So I'm assuming Promethean Princess Pop, then Special, Lupus to Exceed, and then Nibiru.
Yeah, those are the 3 scenarios listed there below.
Yeah, okay. Okay, because I'm a branded player, I already know that you can summon with Graguignol with Nibiru, and you cannot with Promethean Princess. I remember because when you summon Nibiru, you tribute the monsters, then you summon the token. So when the tokens get summoned, Graguignol is in the graveyard, so it can't be able to activate itself from that position. I don't remember why it cannot be summoned with Promethean. If a monster is special summoned to your opponent's field, destroy them, and if you do special summon. I'm pretty sure you cannot use Gragignol with Promethean if Gragignol is on the field. And assuming you're popping Gragignol, of course. Lupus, now, let's see. If your opponent... Yeah. Immediately after this effect resolves Exceed Summon using this card you control. So Gragignol says if a monster is special summoned by an activated monster effect, Thing is that what Lupus does is not, it doesn't special summon a monster, it makes the player Exceed Summon basically. Meaning that he performs a game mechanic, not a special summon, if that makes sense. Immediately after this effect resolves, it's like the Tenpai monsters. I don't remember what happens with the Tenpai monsters. I'm pretty sure about Promethean and Nibiru. I don't remember the Tenpai monsters. What happens? Immediately after this effect resolves. Okay, so I will say that my final answer is that the only scenario that you can use Gragignol is with Nibiru and only Nibiru.
And why is that about the other two cases?
Because I kind of remember the Promethean thing, and I remember we were I know we were discussing it last year together. Before some nationals or whatever, I don't remember what it was. The only thing that I'm not sure is with Lupis, because I don't remember myself being in this situation when Tenpai was a thing. So with the first two, Promethean and Nibiru, what matters is the position of Gragignol, if it is on the field or graveyard at the moment of the legal activation, let's say. But with Lupus it's kind of different, because it says immediately after this effect resolves, Exceed Summon. The effect to summon is not a monster effect to special summon a monster. It makes the player perform a game mechanic, let's say, not an activated effect that special summons. And Gragignol says special summon by your opponent's activated monster effect. So that's why I think it cannot be used with Lupis. And with Promethean, all it matters is the position where Gragignol is. Because Promethean says destroy them, and if you do
in this scenario, Promethean destroys Guignol is then special summon.
Yeah, I assumed. But Promethean says destroy them, and if you do, special summon this card. So just because of timing, I think Gragignol cannot be used with Promethean. And for the reason I explained earlier, it cannot be used with Lupis. And it can absolutely be used with Nibiru. I know that for sure.
Yeah, the answer is indeed correct.
Oh.
That is very impressive, actually.
All the Sala duels were working in my favor, you know?
Now, I had prepared a last-minute bonus question just because I found it slightly interesting. It's not that hard, but something I wanted to
this is the bonus?
include.
This is the bonus? Aren't we
on yeah, this is the bonus.
Aren't we on 10? Oh, I missed...
Yeah, you are on 10.
Okay, this is the 10th one.
No, the 10th one was the one with the Guignol. You are 10 out of 10.
Nice. Come on, what the fuck is this? Okay. Which of the following 4 cards effects can be activated while Vanity Sphinx is on the field? The graveyard effect of Hieratic Spheres, the first effect of Seu, the second effect of Seu, και του DRACOTAIL while the opponent controls a monster. Okay, let's get the obvious ones out of the way. Spheres is a mandatory effect, it can be activated, like Myrmilio with no spell traps, for sure. And Ketu, you can activate it because it doesn't have to special summon. All you want sometimes to do is to add, so yes. And now for the Seu. Obviously, you cannot use the first effect under Vanities because it has to special summon. It doesn't do anything not special summoning. It is an effect that has to special summon if you activate it. And the negation effect is kinda tricky. I think if Vanity Sphinx is on field at the moment of the activation of something that you want to negate with Seu, you can't activate Seu because it, first of all, it has to have the monster on the field, so on the extra deck I mean to summon, so because it only activates when you're trying to special summon house, for that reason you cannot use Seu in any circumstance under Vanity Sphinx. Am I correct?
Are those your final answers?
Yeah. Seu in no scenario, both of the others can be activated.
That is indeed correct.
Nice. Holy. 11 out of 11.
That was pretty well executed.
Nice. So that was the first part of the stream. I hope you liked it. Thank you, Dakota. We might have you again soon.
Thanks for having me, brother.
See ya.
See ya.